Welcome back to GP Reactions. I hope you're well. Hope you're enjoying your day. It's a lovely sunny Friday morning out here in Birmingham at the moment. Now, I'm a little bit nervous about this track. This is another new reaction for me. And I'm a little bit nervous because I know that a lot of people react to this group. I've never heard a single track by this group before. And this particular one, and I'm hoping it doesn't get blocked because sometimes these things do get blocked. This is the official music video to it. The group is called Nightwish and the track is entitled Storytime, and this video has had 24 million views, so somebody out there likes this group and I'm really nervous because I don't want to screw it up. But like I said, I've never heard this group. I'm kind of guessing from the brief title that I've looked at that they're basically a Finnish rock folk group. I don't really want to label them too much because they might not come across like that when I hear them. And this track, Storytime, is actually from a 2011 album entitled Imaginarium. I hope I pronounced that right. So without further ado, I'm going to get into this, and so please, to the gods of YouTube, I hope that this doesn't get blocked because when you listen to these tracks, you can kind of put a lot of work into your thought processes, and then you have to edit it, and then at the end of the day, when it's been blocked, you kind of think, ugh, all that effort for nothing. So. But hey, that's the name of the game. Without further ado, Nightwish, Storytime. So I'm actually loving the drama of how this track started, and I'm kind of picking up a few references to nursery rhymes and maybe childhood nursery rhymes and books and stuff. Like maybe I heard a reference to Peter Pan. Very interesting so far. I'm really enjoying it.
Tales and they will dream you. A storyteller's
Wow, so it was the Nightwish with Storytime. And that was the first time I've ever heard this group, and I can understand why so many people like this sound, or maybe perhaps this group. Even though this is the first track I've ever heard, it had, how can I explain it? It's like every instrument kind of felt, I could feel every instrument in this. Everything had a clarity to it, and it just like wonderfully composed. I almost forgot that I was like watching a music video. It kind of felt like I was watching like I was listening to a soundtrack on a movie. I mean, the video was fantastic. It was so engaging, so much going on, and I do love these the making of a video within a video, because you kind of get to see the band. You kind of get to see a little bit of humor as well. You know, that they actually enjoyed the process of making this video. There's so many bands actually that I think now that can release, that have videos, and but you can't always imagine that they're enjoying what they're doing. It's just a production line. But I'm not sure how long Nightwish has been around. I mean, this was 2011, but it just, to me, it kind of feels like they were a very established band, if that makes any sense, and that they reached that point where they could bring out all the drama that they need to in this song, but have fun with it too. And I'm guessing that's kind of a rare gift. They can have the intensity of a music and a drama, but enjoy themselves at the same time. And if we don't lose any of the quality of a song or even a video through their enjoyment, I've got to listen to more Nightwish. Am I catching the bug to listen to Nightwish? I think I might be. I've listened to quite a few bands that sound like this, but I've never really kind of wanted to go back and listen to it again. So I'm just going to have a quick look at the lyrics actually to see if I can make... I didn't make too much sense of the lyrics, so I'm going to have a quick look now and see if I can figure anything out with them. And it was the night before when all through the world, no words, no dreams. Then one day a writer by a fire imagined all of Gaia, took a journey into a child man's heart. So it was the night before. Now I've heard it was the night before Christmas and all for the house. So maybe that's a play on that. A painter on the shore imagined all the world within a snowflake on his palm, unframed by poetry, a canvas of awe, planet Earth falling back into the stars. I am the voice of Never Never Land, the innocence, the dreams of every man. I am the empty crib of Peter Pan, a soaring kite against a blue, blue sky, every chimney, every moonlit sight. I am the journey, I am the destination, I am the home, the tale that reads you away to waste, to taste the night. Imaginarium, a dream emporium, caress for tales, and Imaginarium, a dream emporium, caress for tales, and they will dream you real. Wow. So I think this to me kind of feels like the imagination that we have as a child. We kind of crave that back when we are a little older. And I think also in a kind of weird kind of way, all these stories and tales that we hear when we're small, these little tales and stuff, they help us shape the world around us. in a kind of weird way. And that might sound a bit kind of warped in a way, but I almost feel like they supply the anchor to our lives. As we get older, they become more important, the stuff that we hear when we're children, and not so much in the detail of, you know, your childhood flights of fantasy, but it's more of a feeling that, you know, a tale gives you a story, a nursery rhyme. It's that feeling that gives you a constant that you have to. I think it's important to have a constant, such as childish tales and rhymes when you're young, and when you get older, I think it's important to have that constant to actually regress back to if and when we need. And I think that's why that's why some people kind of carry around stuff from their childhood. You know, you might have a teddy bear or something, you know, kind of tucked away, but then you're a 40-year-old grown man with a big hunky beard, and, you know, there's nothing strange about you, but you still have that little moth-eaten teddy bear kicking around on top of the wardrobe that you've had since you was a kid. So yeah, I think we need kind of constants. Just see if there's anything else I can take from this. Innocence, dreams of every man innocent, every man Peter Pan. Yeah, again, it's feels like it's relating to the innocence of childhood, and I think if you were able to clear the deck of all the adult influences, of all the ups and downs, the peaks and troughs that you have to deal with on a day-to-day basis, the whole roller coaster of being an adult. If you could kind of clear it out of your mind, out of the way, close your eyes and just imagine how simple and innocent your childhood was, and all the imaginary games you'd sort of play in a garden, you know, with friends, on your own. You had your whole world was just, you know, I'd say perfect, but it was full of imagination and excitement, and it didn't have any of the dangers that we have literally as adults. When I say dangers, I don't mean physical dangers, but I think the complication of life now in 2020, and then I think back to, you know, when I was a child, how uncomplicated life was, and reading the lyrics as well, it's made me stop and think. It's quite deep. This song is actually quite deep. So overall, I really enjoyed this song, and it stood out from other music that I've heard that has had a similar sound to it. This seems to be on another level, and I'm not sure if maybe I've kind of grasped every aspect of what this song is about, because obviously the visual aspect is, there's a certain amount of kind of like horror to, and I guess even as a child I probably got really, really scared at some of the tales I heard, but there's definitely an aspect of horror which I think is, maybe that represents our adult life, and that our thoughts and feelings about childhood rhymes and stuff are separate. They're the innocent bit. Adult life is the horror bit of it. Anyway, I'm kind of like probably reading way too much into it. I love the track. I'm glad I listened to it. Thank you, whoever suggested this. I hope I'm maybe opening up a Pandora's box, because I have a feeling I'm going to be listening to a lot more of this of this group. And yeah, so let me know what you think. Join me in the comments below, and I'd love to hear your thoughts on this band. And yeah, so till next time, take care of yourselves.